Hello, everybody. Welcome to a brand new series, Dicey Dungeons. This is going to be a deck... the closest thing is a deck builder roguelite, kind of similar to something like Slay the Spire in a way, but with dice in it. I'll explain it more as it goes on, but it is like a turn-based deck builder at its heart. This game is not out yet. I got this on itch.io or itch.io. I don't really use the website very much, but I saw this and I had to jump on it. It looks so good already, even though it's in version 0.15. So this game is not completed. Keep that in mind as we play it moving forward. But it is brought, at least in part, by Terry Cavanagh, which you may know from Super Hexagon or v0.15. Some pretty good games. I'm just very pumped. I'm very pumped. I've played just a little bit of it so far, and I was immediately enticed. It seems quite polished at its core, and I'm really excited to follow the production of this game. But first things first, you can play a bunch of different characters here. They get increasingly more complicated. They all have a different quirk. They all have a different skill. And they start with different equipment. That's something I'll explain as we go on here. But we're just going to pick the warrior. But keep in mind for sure that it is definitely the most straightforward character. The other ones are more complicated than this one by quite a bit, to be honest. However, so this is basically different modes we can play, different difficulty levels. We're going to play the Warrior's Welcome, which is just the normal game. But keep in mind that if it's too easy, there are some other modes you can play after you finish your run. So anyways, this is like our map, like a Slay the Spire. Our goal is to get to the end, which is over here. But generally in games like this, you want to get yourself as leveled up as possible before you hit the end. So this is our combat screen. We roll a bunch of die, and different characters do different things with them. They get different amount of die. They get different modifiers. So the warrior is really cut and dry. He starts with two things, a sword and a combat roll. The combat roll lets us re-roll one of our die, and we can do it up to 3 times. Here's the thing. Our character's so straightforward. What is our goal? Roll a 6. Roll a 6 if we can, and swing our sword. But we will get equipment that will make our character more complicated. You can get up to kind of like 6 individual little equipments, or a couple that are stronger, stuff like that. But for right now, it is just as simple as it gets. We just want to roll a high number as the warrior, and we can re-roll our die to get ourselves a higher chance. You can, if you get a 5, you can, risk re-rolling it to try and get a 6, because maybe you need 6 to get them. But anyways, we got a staff, so we can actually pick this up, and immediately our character has become more interesting. So this is the equipment screen right here. This is how it's kind of like a deck builder. So the sword takes up 2 spots. Oh man, this music is a bit creepy. The staff takes up 2 slots, so we're just going to take that too, because, what else are we going to do? But you can get ones that take up 1 slot, stuff like that. I'm sure there's ones that even take up more. But basically, the difference between the sword and the staff, I'll actually just show off in combat. I think it'll be more obvious, but I'm excited that we've already got something way more interesting. So basically, we'll throw out our sword because we want to do that. So this is 8, but it is a persistent 8. So we can put the 4 in it, and that does not go away. It'll need 4 still next turn. And when it gets down to 0, it'll deal 6 damage and burn 1 dice, which basically is a damage over time on them. I can explain that in a little bit as well, but if we're feeling feisty, we get 3 real. We could try to go for 5 or 6, or we can get burnt. See, that's the thing. There is RNG involved, but it's only as much as you feel like you really want to mess with. Okay, so here's the thing. The warrior's special ability is Fury here. After you take a certain amount of damage, you get to activate this ability. It will double our next action. So we have 2 things we could double. We can we'll punch that up just to show it. But let's use our staff. We can throw that down, so it'll deal 6 damage twice and burn them. You can already see how it can already get a little more complex with such a simple character. But other characters have things where they, the robot character has you're basically playing blackjack at any time, so you're chancing things which you can adjust your odds, etc. So let's re-roll this. We want a bigger number. I'm going to stick with that. We're not going to chance anymore. So that puts that down to 3 for the next turn. I'm not really worried about this this dang old frog. So, okay, so he's got himself a shield, so we got to keep that in mind, I guess. We can do that for sure. Bing, bada, boom, dead. All right. So we're gonna want to go to like chests and stuff because, okay, we level up, we got an extra die. That's, I mean, obviously a really big deal. And at this level, we get to choose between a spiked shield and a boomerang. If you put an even number in here, it does that amount of damage. If you put an odd number, it gives you that amount of shield. That could be good, especially because shields in this game are persistent. So, like, if you put a shield on, like, say you put 10 shield on, you take 5 damage, you'll still have 5 shield. It will carry over to the next turn, which can be a pretty big deal. Do 2 times blank damage, backfires for... Okay. So, like, if we put a 6 in here, it would do 12 damage, but we would take 6. That seems pretty bold. I think I'm gonna... But it also does take up only... I'm gonna take it. Seems interesting. I don't know how good it is. I actually have not picked it up before. First aid kit. Put 16 die in, and you can heal 8 health. That could be good. We'll keep it in mind. Nudge. Dice value -1. There's some situations where that could be good. I think I'm going to... We don't have anything... There's some die or equipment where you need to roll under a certain amount to be able to even use it. So, like, this could say maximum 3 or something like that. But I think I don't really have a use for nudge yet. So I'm going to avoid it. Can go to the shop as well. Snowball. Do blank ice damage. Freeze 1 die. That could be good. We don't have enough money for that, but I will actually probably come back for it after beating this squid. Alright, so we can actually upgrade our equipment too if we head to the anvil, which will just, you know, make them a little bit better. Okay, this is interesting. Do 2 times X damage, backfires for 3. So if you put a 6 in there, that's a pretty big deal. We could also have this first aid kit. I don't know, having 2 things that are persistent like this might not be the greatest idea. You know? I'm kind of interested in the idea of that. That sounds kind of fun, at the very least. Let's beat up this baby squid. Obviously gonna want to do some rerolls on the 1 there. Should we be risky? Eh! See, it backfired. Alright, so we can double that. Deal 10 damage, we'll take 3. That's fine. Deal 4, and you know what? Let's start putting in that first aid kit. So maybe we can leave this fight with full health. Ooh! So this, he inked me, effectively. He blinded me. So we have to... It just happens to be that the one we need to put it in is combat roll. But it could be any of them. And that can, like, it can use up the ability for you, but you don't get the effect. So it could be a problem. Alright. Double the next action. See, we could throw these all in first aid kit and double that action. I mean, I think the obvious play here, if we do this, do 6 and a burn, do that would be 9. The burn does 1 damage. It burns one of their die. That makes it so if they want to use it, they have to take 2 damage. That's not gonna do. Let's just use our fury. Good deal. So, okay, the apple is a little bit of a potion, effectively. Puts us basically at full health anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Oops, if you put that in too early, it just doesn't work. Let's reroll some of those, see what we're working with. I mean, the boomerang seems a bit dicey, if I do say so myself, but I think I'm going to roll with it. We're going to try to use some of the first aid kit. I feel like we need... I don't know. There's an equipment that doubles your die. That could be usually a really big boon. All right. So we could do 10. Or we could do this, do 8. And then we could do 6, 14, and a burn. We're not going to get him this turn. So for the sake of the action economy or whatever, let's just sit like this. We can actually activate our Fury, which is kind of enticing. Add 5 shield. Thank you for going for that. We are poisoned, which is definitely a problem. Oof. Okay. I do want to heal, even though it means that this is silly. Actually, you know what? No, don't do that. We probably should have Furied, though. Definitely, no, correction. We definitely should have Furied. 2 damage and he throws our die. Okay. Just making sure we couldn't get the first aid kit. That's all good. If we level up, we get healed anyways. Plus, I'm not too worried. I'm definitely tempted. Let's do it. What would we get rid of? What are we not using, really? You know what? Let's actually get rid of the staff, and we can throw in both of these then, because you know what we could do? We need an odd number. If we roll like a 6 or something, we could nudge it down to a 5, and that way we could do the snowball. Like, that's the kind of situation where you would want to nudge something. You would want a lower roll. All right, so going down. All right, we're definitely going to want to fight the level 2 first. I love the enemy designs. They're not, like, necessarily cohesive in, Okay, he's got 2 die. We could do something cute here. See, like, we could nudge this down to a 5, press the Fury, and snowball twice for 10 damage and 2 frozen. So both of his die have to be 1. We should definitely look and see what he does. Okay, well, we maybe actually helped him, which is hilarious. Should we try to roll something higher? Pretty lucky. I'm thinking I want to play it a little safe. Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to do anything. Oh, I helped the man. I don't even know what Weaken does. Weakens random equipment. Becomes less powerful. Oh, yikes. So temporarily. I don't think I really would have messed with any of that right this turn anyways. Plus, now we could just do the snowball. And it actually would be beneficial. So we can do 5, we could do 9, and then double this, backfire for 3. Or I guess it doesn't, we're going to take 3 no matter what, so we might as well just do that, actually. Good deal. Alright. Almost at that next level, which would be lovely. Poison Dart. Adds 2 poison. Needs to be a 3. We can have 2 boomerangs. That's something you can do, you know. If you want to be able to use the same equipment twice, I'm pretty sure you can. Double your poison. I mean, these could work well together, but I don't even... You'd have to get a 3 or a 4 with the nudge. I don't think we're going to mess with any of that. Detonator. Do 1 damage for every poison on the enemy. Needs to be 4. I mean, see, that seems really cute. I'll give you that. I want to trade... Oh my god, sure. Like, fine. You're convincing me. You're telling me to go poison style. Oh, shoot, I didn't realize this was a 2-piece, though. We'd kind of have to get rid of first aid kit and boomerang. That sounds kind of fun, though. At the very least, let's try it. But we need nudge if we're going to have these 2. Like, we basically have to. I could get rid of the sword. But, I mean, 6s are useless to us with this stuff, so basically we would want something a 6 would be great on. We could boomerang. And that way we could throw in the first aid kit too. Sure. I don't know how well this is going to work. Seems a little dicey. But... Man, it sucks. I use the word dicey all the time anyways. And now it's just like... You're gonna be like, what are you doing, man? Stop it. That joke's awful. Yeah, shoot. Not great. Not great. I don't know. It seems like it might be a little bit too tight on the detonate. 5. Okay, we can nudge that down on the detonator. Toxic ooze. Nudge that down. Fury. Detonate. Does 10. It's not that great. I'm not gonna re-roll that. We're kind of fast and loose, like, with this. I feel like we might need to go with that poison dart, too, for this to really work. So he's almost dead. We can heal ourselves. I'm gonna need a 6. I'm gonna need more than that. That never mind, that's not gonna work. Alright, I wanted to get a first aid kit, but I don't really want to waste a whole turn here. But let's see what we can do here. Boom! Yeah. We'll take a look at the shop again. We'll analyze that Toxic Dark. We did get healed up to full. We got an extra dice. Bash with shield. Do damage equal to your shields. That could be good. This just needs to be an even number if we upgrade it. That's not bad. Max 4. That's not bad either, but... if it wouldn't really make sense if we have the detonator. 3. This upgrading that makes it have 3 uses. I don't think we're gonna do the first aid kit. In fact, like, I think it's kind of not great right now. I'm gonna upgrade detonator if we're gonna truly roll with this. Double the poison. I mean, that could be great, but just take the poison dart. Needs to be 3. It's definitely a little messy what we've got going on. I'll fully admit. Do the dice roll plus 2 damage. That's just a much better sword. I'm gonna fight this snowman. We're on floor 3. There's 5 floors. We're getting close to the end already. He's innately weak to fire. Something that could be a problem is the fact that... oh boy. We need a 3. I guess we don't need a 3. Do 2. Detonate for 4. Do 12 damage. See, the boomerang is just so dang good. But they can be immune to poison, or not immune. They can be strong against poison, which would really, really hinder us with what we're doing right now. So those are frozen. I mean, we can re-roll them. Toxic ooze, poison dart, whatever. Now we could detonate. We didn't need to do that. I don't know if we took the damage because he died and I didn't see the thing actually hit us, but it probably did. Ooh, baby. How far? Level up in 11. So we get 4 from this. I feel like the smart thing to do would be to go the route that has the health after it. We do have our limit break, which is great. kind of want to get up. Okay, there we go. We could nudge this down to a 4. Yeah. Ah. Sorry, toxic ooze. There we go. Great. Good enough. I mean, the detonator, like, we probably should have limit break something. Limit broken something. Silenced. We can't use our skills or limit breaks. I mean, that's a problem to an extent. Oh my god. This is awful. No! No, we could die, actually. We could totally die. Right now. Do blank damage and weaken. Okay, he can do 3 damage to us. Alright, he's dead. That's fine. Unless he can dodge that, too. I don't know, I guess. Come on, baby. Give me a 3 or 4. Does he dodge this? He does dodge that. So, I mean, he'll definitely die from the poison then. I'm not even gonna bother here with messing with anything else then. Ooh, that was a little sketchy. Yeah, I'm not feeling this poison build right now. I feel like it's a little weak, to be frank. Let's see what else we got. Let's start from the ground up here. Let's work from the ground up. The boomerang, I like it. The broadsword is just really safe and good. It's a little boring. It's a little boring. But I feel like we need something else to go with this for it to be stronger. Or maybe if we waited and upgraded them. Alright. And the poison dart's it's not awful to have. I might take that and the nudge over the staff. No reason to have detonator without the other things. Poison dart is frankly just a worse toxic ooze. Yeah, it's frankly just a worse toxic ooze. Alright. Level up in 4. So after both of these combats will be good. I think we might lose. I think we might have done too much damage to ourselves there. Okay, so obviously my heart wants to go with the big smack in there. And I kind of want to try to go, oh! Can nudge this down. Sure. Alright. I'm a little scared. We're going to get our limit break next turn. We'll have to be pretty careful. Oh, boy. Alright, so we can do this, and I think it would be smart. That should heal us twice. Give him a little poison. Yeah, this is a much more straightforward build right here. Oof. We can kill him this turn, right? Can we, like... Okay. 7 damage. For the 10. Alright, I'll do it. I'll take the 3. Just to make him dead for sure. There's probably a way to do that without taking damage, though, actually. It's all good. We'll get a full heal after we beat this fireman. Girl Scout cookie. 12. Repeat the next attack. I like the thought of that. In fact, I think I like the thought of that more than the toxic ooze. See, that with the detonator and everything, that could be cute. But I feel like the fights are over too quickly right now. Do blank damage shock if you roll a 6. don't remember what shock does. The fights are over too quickly for us right now to even bother stacking up the poison. So I feel like the poison needs to be a little bit stronger for it to be worth it for us. All right. I mean, I like seeing that. We could boomerang, and that would let us fury our broadsword. But does that matter? Shoot. Doesn't really matter. If he kills us, we're dead. Obviously. Oh. I think we're fine. We're fine. Can we do the Girl Scout cookie in the first aid kit? Not that it really matters. No, it doesn't matter. Let's just kill him. We'll get fully healed. That's the strategic play there. Ba-boom! We get an extra die. We can either put that in, roll 2 6s, or we can do an equipment upgrade. I usually stray a little bit more towards the equipment upgrade. I find it to be quite handy. So, wait, what? I kind of wanted to see what these things would do, so we have to go. That's a little finicky. Odd, add 2 poison. That doesn't sound that much better, except that you could do it with 1s. Maximum 4 add a poison. Not that exciting. Detonator was already upgraded. That's right. And it just, I don't know. There's a build there. I can definitely tell that there is a build there. Why do we have nudge? No reason to have nudge. Am I wrong? Yeah, no real reason to have nudge. Alright. Max 4. I mean, we could. Seems like maybe a better play to upgrade the Girl Scout cookie. That just seems really valuable. Seems valuable. Whoops. Alright. Roll real big stuff here. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. Alright. I feel like I want to do a double broadsword. It's like, it's nice, it's safe. We don't have to worry about us getting hit really hard. Sure, we'll do that. And see, the thing is, if that was a 3, then we could have poisoned him instead. Create a random crystal weapon. What the hell? Whoa. So we couldn't use any of them this turn. So we kind of have to boomerang. That's fine. Still don't know if we take the damage or not. I don't know if it happens. I see the screen shake a bit. Yeah, we do. We definitely do take the damage. So here is the final floor, at least in the current form of the game. This is the final boss as of now. I'm kind of feeling we want some first aid kit upgraded. So we can try to, like, Girl Scout cookie and then do that if we really need to. Immune to burn, shock, and freeze. Ooh. That could be a big deal, like if your build was centered around that. Oh, that's kind of a stinking roll there. So I want to do probably a 6 in the broadsword, or we could do a boomerang. If we do this in the boomerang, we do 4, we can do 8 damage. Backfire for 3. We'll be able to double our broadsword. I wonder how it works with Girl Scout cookie. Double your next action. Should we do it just to figure it out? No. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna put ourselves in a good position for next turn. Next turn could be terrifying. I don't know exactly how that's gonna... Whoa! Oh my god! Oh, shoot! It didn't work! It just gives you... So the Girl Scout cookie gives you Fury. But what it doesn't say is that the Fury doesn't stack. Alright. Oh, is it even worth the 3 damage? Yeah, it is. We just need to beat her before she beats us. That's all she's the only thing standing in our way. Silenced. So we can't do our reroll. It's worth it. It's worth it. Oh, it hurts. It's not great. She could definitely kill us this turn. I think it's basically... Whoa. What? All equipment has a 50% chance to fail? Oh my god. Oh boy. I mean, it's down to the wire here, like. Don't fail. It failed! I needed to get bopped there, to be honest. Okay, so we have, how much do we have? We have 10, we have 18. We don't have enough to do both of those. Oh god. One of these is gonna fail and it's gonna be the end of us. Oh! Thank god. We did it. Came in clutch. Supreme. Victor. We did it. We diced the dungeon. I mean, it's kind of a little anticlimactic for the ending at this point, but we did it. So that was Dicey Dungeons. That was our first run there through as the warrior on its most basic of modes. I don't really understand what the quest is. I think that's something that will come into play later. But yeah, so we got other modes that we could try, other characters we could try. I'm definitely going to run through and try the other characters, some other modes, and check it out for a bit. But I'm going to be eyeing this very closely in its, in its progress here. I'll put a link in the description to the itch.io page. Go check it out. There is a listing for it on Steam. You can't get it on Steam at least not at the moment that I'm recording this video. You can't get it on Steam. I'll link both of those though, so just in case you're watching this later and it is on Steam, you can check it out there too. But definitely check this game out. Spread the word. I think it's gonna be a big one when it gets finally put into early access on Steam, stuff like that. If that's even what they're gonna go with. But that's gonna do it for today. This has been Dicey Dungeons. Please subscribe if you want to see more. Otherwise, you probably will forget. Probably won't see more episodes come out. But that's gonna do it for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you. See you next time.